Now, on matters health, have you ever gone to different hospitals for treatment only for the medics to say all tests have proved negative? Well, medicine is not always absolute and the right diagnosis doesn't always come easy. Dr. Mombasa Road tells us why in an insight on undiagnosed conditions. Take a look.
For close to 7 years now, Sheldon Otieno has moved from one hospital to another, seeking treatment for a progressive swelling on his right leg.
Ilikuwa imefura kabisa kubwa, sasa hata hizi tembea na ilikuwa inamuuma tena. Saa zingine anajikuna hivi na hapo penye amejikuna inakuwa red.
Sheldon's mother, Phoebe, is disturbed by her son's predicament, especially because no one has diagnosed precisely what ails him.
Niliambiwa niende hospitali kubwa, wapige x-ray ndio wajue ni nini.
That did not reveal much, probably because this kind of swelling calls for a different kind of imaging and tests that the healthcare providers here in Awasi may not have access to. The family opted for their own version of treatment.
Tunanyorosha tuna maji moto hivi. Saa zingine wengine wanatupea dawa hizi za kienyeji, tunachanganya na mafuta na tunafanya hivi.
After listening to Phoebe, I was also perplexed because I could not obviously tell what the matter could be. Such a swelling can be attributed to a long list of possibilities. So I consulted Dr. Sultani Matendechero, head of the Neglected Tropical Diseases Unit at the Ministry of Health.
These are diseases which have a very low index of suspicion. So most of the time, you'll find that whoever is dealing with the case will most probably start by suspecting other conditions which can bring about the same symptoms. And more often than not, we never really get to the point of suspecting any of the neglected tropical diseases.
One of the possible diagnoses for Sheldon is lymphatic filariasis, commonly known as elephantiasis, but because he's in Nyanza, a region not commonly known to have this, it can be missed.
In this particular case, for example, if it is lymphedema due to lymphatic filariasis, we know that lymphatic filariasis is caused by a certain worm. This worm is called Winchereria bancrofti, and it is transmitted from person to person by a mosquito, a type of mosquito. Now, this mosquito actually, when it is taking its blood meal, it sucks in some very small forms of that worm. They are called microfilaria, which now it inoculates into another person. And then they now grow and they start causing inflammation in the circulatory system, especially the lymphatic system of the body.
This family had almost given up hope.
Niliachia Mungu sasa juu. Sasa nimejaribu imenishinda na sina namna ya kunini.
Sheldon Otieno has lived for half of his life knowing nothing else but pain and a swollen leg. His story is similar to that of many other Kenyans who move from hospital to hospital, from one healthcare provider to the other one, without a clear diagnosis and management plan on what clinicians may think is a complex disease.
When they go to the hospital and then nobody suspects an NTD, and they tell them that we cannot see your disease, we have tested all the diseases and we have not found anything. So they start saying, okay, even in the hospital they have not seen, so it is witchcraft.
One of the ways to diagnose is to take a night blood sample and look for the worms in an active infection. So we referred Sheldon to do the proper tests and hopefully get a right diagnosis so that he can go back to school. But in the meantime,
they keep that area very clean so that they don't have infections that are going to now cause more complications. They need to be raising their feet when they are resting. So they develop a behavioral way of being able to minimize the collection of fluid in the limb.
Dr. Mombasa Road, KTN News.